Hey guys, it's me Cruel back again with another video on this channel. Today I'll be watching and reacting to GDRAGON's Dead XX, and this is part of Exploring Perfect All Kills. This is episode 17, and it's also a re-reaction. I have actually reacted to this already, I think about a year ago now. It was one of my first ever GDRAGON songs that I heard at the time. The only other song that I checked out way before I made reaction videos was Untitled 2014 or something like that, right? Like his most legendary song, I believe. I think, I don't know, from what some people say. But yeah, this is a re-reaction, so I know the song, I have seen the video, but this is the purpose for this Exploring Perfect Orchid series. I will quickly explain to you what the series is about. Basically, I am checking out and reacting to all of the songs that got perfect orchids in Korea over the time since 2010 when the system was implemented, and yeah, basically it's all of the songs that got #1 on all of the charts at the same time. So all of the real time, all of the daily, all of the weekly charts, it's pretty hard to get. There used to be like 15 different charts in that, I guess, well, you had to be #1 in 15 different charts back in the day. Now it's like 6 or 7 different ones, so they changed it up a lot. Some would say it's easier, some would say it's harder. It's hard to say, but there's about like 100 songs that achieved this since 2010, so it's crazy, you know, it's very hard, and this song got one, and it's episode 17. This is from August 2012. Let's get started with the video. You might have noticed my overlay is a bit different, and I'm trying this out. I now have a website. You can check that website out for all of my socials, to join my Discord server, to see what I do on my Patreon. There's a whole overview. Check it out if you want to. Link will also be in the description. I will have to change the description as well, but yeah, that's how it works, and you can see everything there. I will leave the link on the screen as well, so if you just want to type it on your browser, you can do that too. Alright, let's get started. Quick shout out as well to my patrons, of course, for February. Special shout goes out to Forty Ariadne Mirsibus and Eldritch. Thank you so much. Let's get started with the re-reaction to GDRAGON's Dead XX. I will try and figure out why this got a perfect or kill. I just kinda like, you know, look at what he did so special here. I mean, it's GDRAGON from 2012, so of course he was very popular back in the day. I've not heard the song actually since I reacted to it almost a year ago now. Oh yeah, it wasn't Jenny? Yeah, it's Jenny, right? I remember. He's really young here. Still rainy, I believe. So I really like the acoustic guitar. It's very subtle, but it's definitely there. Hey. I like that beat now. It's a really raw song. I definitely went back and checked out the lyrics as well, but to be honest with you guys, I don't remember much of it anymore because it was like a year ago. So I just remember that I really liked the lyrics. You know, they were talking about some important stuff, or so to speak important. I liked the message of it at least. So that's what I remember for sure. Now, without having subtitles, I can't check it right now, but yeah. His voice is interesting, the way he sings these notes.
I don't know what to say no more. They know.
Jenny is so pretty, man. How old was she here? I actually don't know that. Maybe we can calculate, I guess, but... Wow, man. I like how the acoustic guitar somehow gets gradually louder over the song. I don't necessarily know where the breakpoints are, where they like put in more volume suddenly, but I definitely notice at the point from now to earlier into the song is way louder and much more dominant than it used to be at the start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the rap bridge, I forgot. Love this rap, man. It's so good. He enunciates the words so well. It's very emotional. Completely sounds like a different song though, right? I don't remember this part, wow. The way she looks at him though. The color's so interesting. It's such a gray color situation. It's so 2012. It's crazy. Okay, I wanna of course look up how old is Jennie right now. Blackpink. 23? 5. Oh wow, 5. Jesus, what? She just turned 25 too. Okay. I mean, I'm turning 25 too this year. Jesus. Well, so she was. This was 2012, probably early on, even though the video came out in August. They probably filmed this like months before that. I would assume so. So we can assume that she probably just had, like, it's shortly after her birthday probably, which would make this what? She was 16 here, just turned 16. So yeah, it's crazy. Alright, that is my reaction to GDRAGON's GDRAGON. Thinking about how this got a perfect color. Let's see. It's GDRAGON. I know, like that's almost it, because it's Big Bang. It's 2012. It's literally still at. It's not necessarily at the peak anymore. You know, like they definitely peaked like a bit earlier, but it's still very much probably the biggest boy group. It's kind of almost like at the turning point where EXO gets really popular. So, and I guess Super Junior was also there. So there's some others too, of course. But it's like in my head, it's like Big Bang into EXO. That's kind of like the dominating groups in my opinion. Like. And I think EXO like really rose to fame in like 2012 and 13, I believe. Let me see, EXO. I mean, it debuted in 2012, so it was probably when did it debut again? Wasn't it like kind of early though? April, yeah. But there was like the subunits, so I think it was more like 2012. Like they won Best New Group. I think it was 2013 more so, right, where they got like really popular. So I would assume this is still like at the Big Bang peak right now, and almost at the turning point. It makes sense why this got perfect orchid, like for real. Like it makes so much sense. Big Bang themselves got a lot of perfect orchids as well. They think one of the artists that got the most. Of course, nobody reaches IU at all, but I think Big Bang might even be number 2 with 5 or 6 perfect orchids, I believe, and that does not even count GDRAGON's perfect orchid here. So definitely they got a few, and I think it's pretty much self-explanatory due to that. I think it's also cool that Jennie's in here. I wonder how that played a role, maybe, right? If they knew, like if the Korean public knew who this was, if they knew that this was supposed to be like a member of a new girl group that would debut. I don't know. I would assume that people would get the hint, but there's probably no specific news on how the group is going to look like in 2012 already. It was like 4 years before their debut, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. The song itself, of course, is pretty explicit. That's the word I'm looking for. And also the video is kind of suggestive at times, so which is kind of a bit weird, you know, because Jennie's only 16 here. I don't know. It's an interesting video, and but yeah, I think that is mainly the reason why they got the perfect orchid, or he got a perfect orchid. It's just GDRAGON. It's the leader of the biggest boy group at the time. It does make sense, you know. Even nowadays, he would probably be able to get one, like for real. So anyways, that is my reaction video, my reaction video, and this episode for Exploring Perfect Orchids. The main reason why I'm doing this, I don't really like doing reactions. This is actually my first or my second one, maybe. I think my second one, I'm not quite sure, but if something like that. I don't really like to do it, but the reason why I'm doing it basically is just because I don't want to have like an empty slot in this series, you know. And I could have just put the reaction to my first reaction to the song in the playlist, but then the title would not be fitting to the playlist, if that makes sense. And I could change the title, but that then would kind of be a lie because it came out earlier, and it would just kind of not fit to it. And that's why I decided just make a re-reaction, try to get a new perspective on the song, try to talk about things that you have not talked about before, try to analyze my old reaction a little bit without actually like hearing the song. Like I try to not focus too much on the song, what happened, so I would just not remember everything, but I try to analyze what I said and kind of like say something different and highlight something else. I hope I did that, and that's it for me in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and again, if you want to check out my socials or my Patreon, my Discord, everything is linked on my website, so just visit my website. And yeah, that's it. Peace.